Prospero and Ariel, and then we end with me sending her off to do my bidding. Come away, servant, come. I am ready now. Approach, my Ariel, come.
All hail, great master, brave Sir Hail. I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride a curly cloud, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel, you are the
Hast thou spirits performed to points of Tempest that I gave thee?
to every article. I boarded into the ship, now the beat, now the weight, the step, in every cabin I played amazing. Sometimes I could laugh from the topmast, the yard, and the bowsprit. I play most distinctly. The fires and cracks of sulphurous roaring, mighty Neptune's bold waves would shake. Yea, make his dread trident shake.
My brave spirit, who is so firm, so confident that this coil did not affect his reason?
Not a man, not a soul but escaped the fever of the mad. All played tricks of desperation. Every man, all but the mariners, plunged into the foaming brine, quitting the vessel. The king's son, all afire with me, was the first man that left, crying, "Hell is empty, and its devils are here!"
Why, that's my spirit. But was this my shore?
What's that, my master?
But are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments not a blemish, but fresher than before. Of the mariners, in troops I dispersed them about the isle as thou badest me. The king's son I have landed by himself, whom I left cooling of the air with sighs in an odd angle of the isle, sitting with his arms in a sad knot.
Of the king's ship, tell how thou hast disposed, and all the rest of the fleet.
Safety in harbor is the king's ship. In that deep nook where once thou calledst me up at midnight to fetch the dew from the silver specks of Bermudas, there she sits. The mariners, all safely under hatch stowed, who, with charm joined their suffered labor, I left the fleet. For the rest of the fleet, whom I dispersed, they have all met up again, and upon the Mediterranean slope, bound sadly home from Naples, supposing they saw the kingship rocked in his great and perished.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed. But there is more work. What is the time of the day?
Past the mid-season,
At least 2 glasses. The time twixt 6 and now looks by us both to be precious.
Is there more toil? Since thou hast given me pain, let me remember thee what thou hast promised and not yet performed to me.
How now? Moody? What is it thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Before the time be out, no more.
I pray thee remember, I have done thee worthy service, told thee no lies, made no mistaking. I served without complaint or grumbling. Thou promised to bait me a full year.
Hast thou forgot from what a torment I did free thee?
No.
Thou hast, and thinkest it much to tread the ooze of the salt deep, to run upon the sharp winds of the north, to do me business in the veins of the earth, when it is baked with frost.
I do not, sir.
Thou lying malignant thing, hast thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, who with age and envy was grown into a loop? Hast thou forgot her?
No, sir.
Where was she born? Speak, tell me.
Sir, in tears.
Oh, was she so? I must once in a month recount what thou hast been, which thou forgetst. This damned witch Sycorax, for mischiefs manifold, and sorceries terrible to enter human hearing, from a jeer thou knowest, was banished. For one thing she did, they would not take her life. Is not this true? Aye, sir. This large hag was hither brought with child, and here left by the mariners. Thou, my slave, as thou speakest thyself, was then her servant. And for there was a spirit too delicate to act her earthly and abhorred commands. Refusing her grand hest, she did confine me, with help of her more potent ministers, and in her most unmitigable rage, into a cloven pine, within which rift thou didst imprison thou didst painfully remain a dozen years, within which space she died, and left thee there, for thou didst know. For thou didst vet thy groans as fast as no real strife. Then was this island, save for the son she did litter here, a freckled whelp hag-born, not honored with a human shape.
I, Caliban, her son.
Well, thing I say so, that Caliban whom now I keep in service. Thou best knowest from what a torment I did find thee. Thy groans did make wolves howl and penetrate the breast of ever angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the deck, which Sycorax could not again undo. It was mine art, when I arrived and heard thee, that made gape the pine and let thee out.
I thank thee, master.
If thou murmur, I will rend an oak and peg thee in his knotty entrails till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to men and to my frightened gentlemen.
Do so, and after 2 days I will discharge thee.
Ah, there's my noble master.
What shall I do? Say what?
What shall I do?
Go make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball else. Go take this shape and hither come in it. Go, hence with diligence.